want to scare him.
Aren't you even going to use a hook, Uncle Joey?
No, you don't have to. Old Mr. Crawdad, he's a regular bulldog. He bites onto this bait, he won't let go, and you just heist him up out of the drink. Shh. Quiet now.
You mind telling me just what the heck you're doing?
Well, no, I don't mind. What's the artillery for?
This here's private property. How'd you get in?
Private... Well, we didn't know it was private property. We just come up the river to go fishing.
Fishing? How come you didn't bring no poles?
Well, you don't need a pole to go crawdad fishing. All you need is a string to tie the bait on.
Crawdads? What they good for?
Well, I guess you never heard of crawfish biscuit. Why, that's a Creole dish. Delicious.
Sounds terrible. You live around here?
Well, we're with the circus in winter quarters down the river here a little piece. Yeah, it's funny, I don't remember this place being posted last year. I always come up here fishing.
Well, that's before I opened the refining mill around the bend. High graders robbed me blind the first month. I don't let nobody in here now. And what's more, I'll prosecute if I have to the full extent of this here double-barreled shotgun.
Maybe you'd like to go fishing with us. It's fun.
Me? Son, I gave up fun and fishing when I put on long pants. Now you better scat. I can get along without fishing. I can get along without you and your crawdad, whatever you call it.
Crawfish biscuit. It's awful good.
Beat it.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Quarters. That's how come you don't have to eat so hard. You don't want to get fat, do you?
Smart boy. Wouldn't want that elephant to make a pig of himself.
Hi.
Hi. That's an Indian elephant, too. Best kind there is.
That's right. They can't train African elephants very good. Hey, how come you know so much about elephants?
Well, animals are kind of a specialty with me.
Well, you sure came to the right place. We've got all kinds. Want to see them?
That's what I was hoping for. Would it be all right?
As long as you're with someone. Come on, I'll show you.
Well, nothing like knowing the right people.
Those are camels. Genuine from Asia. And those are lions that come all the way from Africa.
Well, Pop, what do you think?
This poor little pussycat's been getting mighty contrary. Now he has to go and catch himself some newfangled disease, and I don't know what to do for him. What's the matter, honey? Where does it hurt? If only you sit still long enough for an examination, old Pop would help you get well.
Morphine injected in the right vein would do it.
What's that?
I'm sorry, I couldn't help overhearing.
Oh, that's okay, sonny. But have you ever tried a probe for a vein in the sick lion's paw?
Wouldn't help. There aren't any veins there close enough to the surface.
Yeah, that's right.
I'd try the lateral saphenous vein.
The lateral side. Say, you talk like a vet.
Right. My name's Osgood. Call me Ben.
Well, I'm pleased to meet you, Ben. And this here is Mr. Tim Champion, owner of this here whole shebang. And me, I'm Pop Warren.
Pop's a vet, too. Best in the business.
Well, let's just say one of the best, huh? Now, sir, if you just point out that vein to me and Kitty here will be very much obliged.
So would I. Nuba's our star attraction. I'd be glad to pay you for your help. Oh, that won't be necessary. It's really pretty simple. But I would like to take a look at that cat close up.
I reckon that can be arranged. Corky boy, go and tell Joey and Pete to fetch the squeeze cage, will you? Go on, hurry up,
Yes,
Rackles.
sir.
You're singing for supper. Doggone it, Ben, you've done it. Good boy.
Nice work, Ben. How about a cup of coffee while I figure out some way to thank you? Well, the coffee will just about do it.
Gee, Ben sure is smart, isn't he?
Yeah, he sure is. You know, it's just possible that I'm getting a little behind the times.
Oh, forget it, Pop. You know two heads are better than one.
In the sideshow, maybe. It shouldn't be true, though, when a man's supposed to know his job.
So you're fresh out of college, and you want to learn about people by treating animals, is that right?
Yes, the Blair Institute offered me a spot in their research clinics, but I don't think I want that.
Sounds like a pretty big job.
Oh, it's not big enough. I'm ready to put into practice what I already know.
I see.
Afternoon, Tim.
Oh, hello, Henry. Ben, this is Mr. Crump, the county health officer.
We've met.
Howdy, Ben. Got a real bright boy there, Tim. Smartest student they ever had at the university.
Mr. Crump used to inspect our animals to make sure the students weren't mistreating them.
What brings you here, Henry? A social visit, I hope.
Nope, business. Sorry, Tim, but I'm going to have to quarantine your circus.
Quarantine? What for?
Cattle epidemic. A lot of livestock sick. People hear about blame the circus.
Why? What reason did they give?
Disease didn't start spreading till you folks came back.
The only sick animal we've got around here is a lion with sinus trouble.
I wouldn't know about that. But my people don't feel real easy about strange animals, lions and such. Might carry all kinds of things. They're too darn different.
So you want to quarantine them because they're different, is that it?
What's the nature of the disease, Mr. Crump?
Well, we don't know yet. I sent specimens from the sick cows to the state lab, but it's a new one on us.
Well, you're wrong about it starting here. Come on, let's find... Wait a minute. Look at that elephant. Hey, Baldy, get Pop. On the double. What happened, Pete?
You got me, boss. She just keeled over. Here, I'll get her on her feet.
Hold on, stay clear. Wait till we see if she's gonna fight.
Emma, fight me? Don't be silly.
That's a real sick elephant, mister.
I was right then. The epidemic.
All right, Pop, what's wrong with her?
I don't know. She was fit as fiddle this morning.
Come on, Pop. This time you've got to know.
She's the one that's been spreading that epidemic.
Don't worry, Pop can fix her, can't you, Pop?
Well, I don't know yet, Corky. All this talk about epidemics, I gotta have a little time.
Well, time's the one thing I can't give you. I'm going to get a court order right now.
What for?
That elephant's a carrier. She's got to be destroyed.
Isn't that going pretty strong?
No, sir. This here's cattle country. And I'll have a whole lot of families to answer to. They lose their stock on account of you and your freak animals.
You heard what the man said, Pop.
I just haven't got an answer, Tim. Maybe the state lab.
We can't rely on the lab. That'll take days. It's your job to know these things.
I'm sorry, Tim.
Okay, Pop. Ben, can I talk to you alone?
Sure.
All right, Ben, I'll get to the point. I need help, and I need it fast.
I thought that was coming.
You wanted something big. Here it is.
Well, I'm tempted. You're in a tough spot. The disease is mysterious. It's a challenge.
I'm afraid Pop's getting too old to handle something like this. If Crump starts destroying our animals, no telling when he'll stop. It'll ruin us. Everyone here will be out of a job.
If I tried to step into Pop's shoes, I'd be the villain, whether I was right or wrong. You can see it right away. Everybody on this lot loves that old man.
And I'm one of them, but I haven't got any choice. It's either give up Pop or just give up.
All right. Under the circumstances, I'll take the job. Will you tell your people?
They'll cooperate. The hard part is telling Pop.
But this has been my home. Why, my animals are like my family.
That's just it, Pop. Maybe you've become too attached to them.
That's the only way I know of to understand what they need. They can't talk, bless their hearts, but they sure know what love means. Please, boss, now let me stay on until this epidemic's over.
But don't you see, Pop, two vets would only get in each other's way.
Oh, not me. I carry pails, run errands, anything Ben wants.
You mean you'd take a back seat to Ben?
I'd stay on as a dishwasher, just to be near my animals.
All right, Pop. But remember, Ben's the boss. Now, you better get busy. You got work to do.
It's Bimbo!
You better get Corky out of here, Joey.
No, I'm not leaving Bimbo.
You have to let me handle his son.
Go ahead, Corky. He's the doctor. He knows what he's doing.
Well, you say so, Pop.
Well, that's it. Strikes without warning.
Are you sure it's the same thing, Ben?
Of course I'm sure. We've tried everything. We've run tests on all the feed, isolated all the animals, and still it's spreading. You know how to handle hoof and mouth disease?
There's no cure for that.
Right. So your only hope is to dispose of the sick animals and hope that the rest don't catch it. If you hesitate, you'll lose them all.
No, killing the animals is the last resort.
Killing? What are you talking about?
Wait a minute, Joey. Let's have it, Ben.
All right. I can't take the responsibility for the rest if the sick ones aren't destroyed.
But we're not sure that the elephants are the carriers.
Remember our deal, Pop. Ben's the boss.
I don't care. I'm going to speak up. What we need is a little more time. What about that lab report?
That might take days, and you know it. Now, you can't go on hoping for miracles.
There just has to be another way.
Sure, I know. Love will find a way. Tell me, Pop, can you cure Bimbo or Emma? Have you got one idea? Just one?
No, but somehow
All right, you hired me, Mr. Champion. Either I go ahead without interference or you string along with Pop's hunches.
Tim. Court ordered me to serve you with this.
For Emma?
Yeah. Looks like it means Bimbo, too. The elephant's the carrier, sure enough.
Give us a little more time, will you, Henry?
Out of my hands. The judge sent this deputy along to see it's carried out.
Just a few more minutes, please. Corky's got to be told.
A few minutes won't hurt.
I'm not authorized to grant delays. All right. Half an hour.
When something goes wrong, something big, then we gotta do our growing up in a hurry or we're never gonna be big enough to face it.
Isn't he? I mean, won't he get better?
Well, Bimbo's awful sick, Corky. The same as Emma. They're gonna put the both of them to sleep.
No. No, I won't let him do it.
Corky!
We can stop him.
Corky, listen to me. Listen, it's got to be done. It's got to. If we don't, whatever Bimbo's got might spread to all the other animals in the circus. We'd lose them all. Now, I don't think Bimbo'd want that. Not if he thought that he could save them by doing what he's got to do. What do you think?
No, he wouldn't. He knows everything. And I'm afraid he'll know what they're gonna do. And I don't want him to know.
He'll never know, Corky. I promise. You want to see him now? You can have a few minutes.
I guess I better not. If he sees me, he'll know it. I'd rather be alone now.
Hey, Tim. I know how tough this is for you. Why not let the deputy do it?
No, the circus takes care of its own. We cut the cards to see who would do the job. Joey lost.
I'm sorry, Joey.
I'll do it, Joey, if you don't think you can.
No thanks, Pete. I gave Corky a talk about growing up, facing up to things. I guess if it's got to be done, I ought to be the one to do it.
We all understand, Joey.
Oh, Pop, do me a favor, will you?
You don't have to ask it, Joey. I'll go and stay with Corky till it's over.
He wandered down there by the riverbank. I think you'll find him there.
Pop? You can't just give up.
That's what I keep saying, Corky, but I don't know what to do. Ben tells me I gotta stop asking for miracles. But I still keep asking. Hey, wait a minute. When was the last time you went fishing?
A few days ago, with Uncle Joey, but no luck.
I reckon not. Look at here. You know what this is?
Looks like a dead fish.
That's right. And there's more. Look at that. All along the riverbank. Glory be.
What does it mean, Pop?
It's the water, Corky. It's poison. And what's more, it's poison upstream from winter quarters. So whatever's killing the fish ain't coming from the circus.
You mean the water's making the animals sick? It isn't, Bimbo?
That's right. And I may know what's doing it.
Come on, we gotta stop him before they get...
No, wait. Crump might think it's a trick. I have to have proof for him. So you go back there alone and stall him. I'm heading upstream. And if I find that somebody's built a refining mill up there, that'll explain everything.
Somebody has.
What's that? Are you sure about that?
Me and Uncle Joey met the man who built it.
That's all I wanted to know.
Come on, I know it's your...
Oh, wait.
All right, hold it right there. You ain't going no place.
Oh, cut it out, will you, Bimbo? It's making it tougher on both of us.
He's taking an awful long time about it. We better see what's holding him up. Come on.
But I tell you, we're not trespassing.
Don't know what you call it then, or can't you read? Thought I told you to stay out of here once before.
Yes, sir, but...
Now, listen, mister. We've got what's supposed to be an epidemic among our circus animals. But we finally traced the trouble to this here river water. It's been poisoned by your mill.
You accusing me of poisoning your stock? What kind of man you take me for?
Well, I'm not saying you done it on purpose, but if you refine silver there and copper,
We do.
well, arsenic's used in that process. And then you dump it in the stream along with your mill tailing. You see, elephants can absorb arsenic through their pores while they're bathing. We use them to carry water, and they were the first ones to get sick. Now the county health officer has got an order to destroy the elephants.
Elephants. Well, that's a better story than I want about them crawdads. Ain't no crawdads in that stream, son. I know, I tried.
Of course not. The poison's killed them all.
Please, we gotta get back before they kill the elephants.
Well, we can make better time in that buggy. Come on.
Let me drive. I know the way, will you? Come on, Eddie. Come on.
Like what I have to do? Now stand back, all of you. Don't give me no more trouble. You make sure they don't interfere.
What? Here's the mill owner. Let him tell us.
Mr. Madden, what do you got to do with all this?
It's all my fault. My mill poisoned that water. Didn't know myself until just now. You tell the folks they got Frank Madden's IOU for any of the stock they lost. Killed those crawdads, too. Guess owe you a bowl of that whatchamacallit.
That crawfish biscuit.
Yeah.
That's a Creole dish.
Listen to that sweet music, right on key. No more nasty headaches, eh, Kitty?
And the elephants are as good as new, Pop. All it took was the right medicine and the right diagnosis. I thought I'd stop and say goodbye, Pop. And thanks for everything.
Oh, shucks, Ben. I wish you wasn't so dead set on leaving. Don't let one little mistake get you down. We could learn a lot working together.
I've learned a lot. I found out that you've got to love your animals more than your books. Next time I won't give up so easily.
What are your plans, Ben?
I thought I'd take that job over at the Blair Institute.
The one you said that wasn't big enough?
It's big enough.
So are you, Ben.
Thanks. So long, Pop.
So long.
Joey, Pete, Corky, you take good care of Bimbo. And you listen to Pop. Promise?
Sure, then I promise.
Good boy. Well, I've got a train to catch.
So long, Ben.
Bye.
Oh, Jim, my old medical books are kind of worn out and dog-eared, so I sent away for a brand new set, and I haven't charged to the circus. I hope you don't mind.
Whatever you say, Pop. You're the doctor.
That was the final episode of Circus Boy. From Monday at 9 a.m, join us for an hour of Here's Humphrey, followed by Animals, Animals, Animals. And tonight at 9 o'clock, the mystery is right here when we meet the late Nancy Irving. But now, McHale's Navy is next on 9.